Well, we're going to paint the base right now. So obviously we're going to paint this skeleton in the ground, and we are going to follow more or less the same method that we follow painting the bones in the miniature. So I apply a first layer of ice yellow. In this case, you can see that with only one layer, I'm covering almost perfectly all the surface because it is priming white or light gray. But in this case, I'm going to use the same shade, the Agrast Earth shade, and also a bit of black, just to change a bit the tonality of this color and make the bone a bit different compared with the other bone. After that, I apply some lights, and the skeleton is done. We don't need to waste too much time painting this kind of element. Now with black and blue ink, I'm mixing both of them to generate some kind of super dark black. And I'm going to paint with that color the rock elements in the base. And once again, I need to achieve a different looking for this black part because, we have two different blacks in the figure. This is the third one, and I don't want to be the same that the armor or the fabrics. So I'm using turquoise to make the different tonalities in these rocks and to achieve a different black to this part of the miniature. So at the end we have a purple black in the fabrics, a dark sea blue in the weapon and armor, and a turquoise looking black in the rocks. So apply some lights, not many lights, because if not, it will start looking like another color, like dark blue or something like this. And in some stage, instead of continue adding turquoise to the mixture, something that will create a more bluish look than the one we want, add some ice yellow. So it will add some luminosity to the color, but not saturation. And as you see, we have some grayish blue, dark grayish blue to apply the final highlights in the rocks. Now take some white ink. This is white ink. You can use even normal acrylic white color, but I prefer white ink because to fill the gaps of the runes is better, not better, but easier, as I said. So after doing that, apply a glaze of contrast. I applied two glazes, one concentrated in the runes itself, another one in all the surface. So all the surrounding areas of the runes is tinted by this magenta color. And now with a bit of white, I'm applying some lights in some parts of the runes. I usually use to put these lights on curves or areas where many lines converge. But you can apply them randomly and probably it will work as good as this one. Now I'm adding some orange contrast to the mix because I wanted to achieve some more saturation of the color. So I'm applying this orangey salmon tone in those areas where I have applied the white. And you can see how it pop up because the saturation of the color is higher and will look more interesting at the end. And over those areas, I'm applying final spots of white color and outlining the surrounding areas of those elements with the light color to simulate the OSL. Now with brown, I'm painting the roots in a base color. Almost every brown is going to work, so this is only an example. And over the first layer of brown, I apply another brown, which obviously has to be more luminous than the previous one that we have applied, in this case an orange brown. And I'm applying this brown in the angles of the roots and exposed parts, but it's something very basic. You don't need to invest a big effort in this part. Take advantage of the brown and dark browns in your wet palette to paint the base. And with white, I decided to add some lightings coming out from the broken base. So I use white and I took the brush from middle distance from the tip to generate irregular traces, right? This is a trick to generate this kind of irregular brush strokes in elements like this. Over the white, I apply the magenta once again, and I'm following more or less the same method that we followed in the runes. Try not to fill all the lighting with light. In my case, I apply light in almost randomly areas of the lighting. With the final lights that we are applying, I'm drawing very, very thin lines at the end of the lightings, as you see. It will give you more detail and realism to the lightings, and some final spots of white in some areas as an accumulation of energy or something similar, or magic, whatever it is. I'm going to try this product from AMO to make snow. I never tried this before, but they sent me this to give them a try. So you know, I usually use Marmoline. This is my standard method to make snow. So I decided to try this and show you how it works. This is my first time. I never tried it before, so we're going to see together how it looks when applying it to the figure. It has a 2-component plus the snow itself products to make the snow. And as you see, one of them is satin varnish or glossy varnish, which at the end is the same thing I use it in my Marmoline method to make snow. And well, after trying different methods to make snow, I think this one is very cool. The snow looks very realistic and is very easy to make. So I'm very happy with the result. You will see at the end how it looks when dried. I have applied some very, very diluted magenta color in the surrounding areas of the lightings to simulate the OSL that they produce. And I also applied this part like it is melt by the energy of the lightings. It's very easy to do. And this is how it looks when it dries. I think it's a very cool method to make snow. I really recommend it to you. They are not supporting me in any way, but I think it's working pretty good. So well, at the end, the figure looks, I think, amazing, honestly, for a figure with this low quantity of detail. Well guys, this is the end of the process. As I said in the first video, this is a very simple figure, really, because the design is pretty cool, but painting it is almost everything the same. Despite of the fact that we have tried to make something different, adding non-metallics and other details, it doesn't have too much options to make it more interesting. But the things that we have seen, I think, are pretty interesting for you. Another way to do the things, as always, trying to show you different methods of painting. I hope you have enjoyed it, and of course, the most important thing, you have learned with the process. If you have any doubt, please put in the comment box or Discord, whatever. And if you like it, put it as well, as I said in the first video. I will be very happy to read your comments. And nothing more. See you in the next one. And remember, if you paint another Mau and Ra, please tag me in social media. Bye bye.